Is, I'm afraid, not in a good place at the moment. Just trying to see what his issue is. A puncture for Cav, not great with 7.5 to go. I don't think it's going to be possible for him to retrieve that situation. It's been done before, but it's a very tall order, especially with the sort of pace we've got at the moment. He's wrestling the bike, as you can see. Wants some help and assistance. There we are. 17 seconds is the gap back to the peloton with 7.2 to go. Is it sustainable? Well, if anyone could do it, Sagan could do it, Sean.
Well, it's going to be a question now who's going to do the chasing. We can see here I Am Cycling, Direct Energy. We can see Lotto in a Jumbo also. They're sprinter, and if we have a number of riders from all of those teams to start doing the chase, putting the chase together, then with just under 7 kilometers to go, 18 seconds, it's going to be a big ask for the 4 out front to hold on.
Big left-hander, nice little sequence this through a couple of roundabouts. They won't be enjoying it though. 19 seconds it's pulled out, and Chris Froome's taking a big old turn out here. Did a superb job guiding Sagan. Froome will just love the gap that's being thrown up behind, and don't forget bonus seconds potentially up for grabs as well, Sean.
Yes, it's going to be, a real difficult one for the other general classification men with Froome out front. It's going to be a very concerning time, but Movistar, surprising, they're not getting organised a bit because they have to be a number of the riders here. It's the sprinters teams who are controlling at the moment, so it just tells this day has mapped a lot of riders, and I think a lot of tired riders coming in here, and not the teams that need to get organised not able to make their way to the front.
Wow. 5.8 kilometers to go, and the gap is extending, if anything. 25 seconds to Adam Yates, don't forget. Dan Martin at 27 and Nairo Quintana 24 as well. Wow. Chris Froome, has he done a masterstroke again? We talked about the high mountains, Sean, where he thrives, and he goes and wins one on a descent, and this is a very sad sight, I'm afraid. Mark Cavendish with a puncture, waiting for assistance.
Yes, well, a puncture that, the right wrong moment, the way it's racing at the moment, with the danger men out front, the yellow jersey out front, there's a big chase on in the main peloton, and to have a mechanical puncture at this time, well, then it's going to take all their chances of having to go for stage victory for Mark Cavendish.
20 and 19 seconds is the gap back, and you can see there Chris Froome is hunting for advantage, and at the moment the way it stacks up is written upon your screen. He'll be happy with this if he manages to deliver, and why not? 21 seconds to the chasers as we speak. It may well trim down, but with 4.8 seconds, 4.8 kilometers to go, Sean, can they deliver? Here comes Movistar, called to order, and that's for Quintana. They're not thinking about a sprint, they're thinking about the overall, of which Chris Froome looks like he's dominating on all terrain.
Yes, well, it's amazing to see Chris Froome, going into the attack with the likes of Peter Sagan on a flat run in here, and it just shows, the way he is riding. He has to be feeling real good. He's riding, a super aggressive race. We see when he took the yellow jersey on the descent, he went to the attack, a surprise on that occasion. Today, to go in the attack in the final, another surprise from Chris Froome.
This is that little technical section. They'll go underneath this highway bridge, then they'll come back up over the other side, essentially on a link road, and then with 2 kilometres to go, if they sustain this kind of gap, I can't see that gap being closed. It may well be retrieved, but it's going to take an enormous push with 4 kilometres to go, and I think the push has taken yet more prisoners further back down the line. And Chris Froome, 46 kilometres an hour. It's pretty similar terrain, we remind you. It looks like he's sustaining it throughout. Let's have a look. 3.3 to go. Now, when they reach the 2.2 to go, so in about a kilometre's time, they're going to have this flattish run for home, and it's hard to look past Peter Sagan at a moment such as this. What a couple of days! What a series of amazing performances by Sagan. It's breathtaking.
Well, you would expect Sagan, to dominate this one, but again, the run in, this final kick up, the way everybody's riding. You have to be careful with a rider like Chris Froome. The way he's thrown up surprises all through this race. I'd not be surprised when we get a little bit of the run up before the finish. He might go in the attack there, but they will try and ride all the way to the finish. They will med away. They have a 21-second advantage over the main peloton, and they're going to ride all the way to the line. So maybe they will be happy enough just to ride to gain as much time as possible on the other big favourites.
Can they sustain it? The gap starting to trim down. 19 seconds now. Katusha want a part of the day. Lotto certainly do. For Andre Greipel, who's yet to win a stage on this Tour de France, don't forget. And you can see now Edvald Boasson-Hagen has got his own chance. That Cavendish is out of the frame. Would it be Eddie Boss today? It doesn't look like it. It looks like the winner's going to come from this group. It's 16 seconds. All of a sudden the clock bounces. I don't know whether that's a lack of telemetry, but these guys need telepathy, I think, to figure out how to win at stage like this. Froome was alive to the threat and went with a teammate, of course, Geraint Thomas. Likewise, Bodnar guided Sagan, and in fact they're working all as a very tight time trialing unit. 2.1 kilometres to go. The road will kick up at the Flamme Rouge, and that may well offer Chris Froome a surprising advantage at the end of what's been a long day.
Yes, and we can see here, it's not totally flat here. It's just a little, very, very gradual uphill, and it's going to be a question now who is the strongest. We can see Giant Alpecin who are pulling along here, and that's the surprising one. It is Quick Step and the big teams, Lotus Soudal, they haven't got anybody to ride, and with the riders they have up front, I'm afraid it looks like it's going to be difficult with 17 seconds still out for the 4 leaders.
Well, they've been holding that for about a kilometre right now. There is the Flamme Rouge, so once they go under that banner, there's only one to go. Let's hope it doesn't deflate. These guys have been absolutely pumped full of adrenaline, and it's a joy to watch. 1 kilometre remaining, then they go under the Flamme Rouge. They successfully navigate that, what turned out to be a bit of an obstacle yesterday. Here we are, 750 metres to go. This is going to be one heck of a famous victory. I think Sagan might well take the stage, but who knows? There is a kick-up, don't forget, and Chris Froome will grind into that. Sagan knows that he's going to go fast at a moment such as this. He wants a 10 seconds bonus. Sagan, I think, will nick this right at the end and turn that into a 6 seconds bonus only for Chris Froome. But Bodnar's also very much involved here, and they're starting to weave a little bit. What about this? How cheeky is this? It's on the downhill run to the line. 300 metres to go then, and a trio of absolute talent coming to the line right now. Take nothing away from Chris Froome on all terrain. He's going to be your man. You're going to have to watch out for him. Always said on a fast day, watch for Chris Froome, and he's going to duke it out with Sagan for the line here. He has to show aggression, and he does. Sagan takes the win. Chapeau to him and to Chris Froome. Hats all over the place as we throw them in the air. What an amazing finale today. Chris Froome has a go again. It doesn't matter what the terrain. He is prepared to take on all comers.